In less than 5 minutes, I'm going to teach you to avoid 7 mistakes that brand new Valorant players always make. Information and knowing where enemies are is a huge part of the game. Look at your minimap when you're running around. The circle that appears shows how far you can be heard by friendlies and enemies. Stick around to the end of the video for a bonus tip. Number 2, shift walking. Holding shift makes your movement silent but slows you down. Remember, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. While holding shift to walk, you'll see that the footstep circle on your minimap goes away. This means that while walking around, enemies can't hear you. A good rule of thumb is to pay attention to your nearby teammates. If they're running, then being quiet won't make a difference and you should probably also be running. But if they're walking, don't blow your team's cover by stomping all over the map. Number 3. Crosshair placement. Brand new and veteran players alike need to work on crosshair placement every day. Here are the first 3 things that you should be focusing on as a new Valorant player. Keep your crosshair at head level. Note the markings around the map that show you how high this is. Aim at where they're gonna be, not in the wall. Whether you're holding an angle or moving around the map, be conscious of where your crosshair is aiming and make sure that it's where an enemy is going to be. Look at your crosshair, not the other parts of your screen. Let your peripheral vision do the work. 95% of the time, you should be looking at where you're aiming and quickly glancing at your minimap. I've got 4 more things to show you, and if you're learning anything so far, I'd appreciate if you would hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. Number 4. Buy for next. Buying for next means to make sure that you have enough credits on the next round to buy a full shield and either a Vandal or a Phantom. This requires 4,000 credits to make the purchase and the game automatically calculates it for you. So pay attention to what your minimum credits the next round will be. This call out is often made at a crucial point in the game where there is a turning point in momentum and your team should be working together to fight at max strength on the next round. Number 5. Vandal or Phantom. Speaking of full buying and getting Vandals and Phantoms, here are some of the main differences of when you should be using each of those weapons. The Phantom is a one-tap headshot within 20 meters, has a higher rate of fire, more bullets in the magazine, and is almost undetectable when spraying through smoke when compared to the Vandal. The Phantom should be purchased when you play in areas of the map that have a shorter distance or if you know they're going to be smoked off. The Vandal, by comparison, is always a one-tap headshot but has a wilder spray. It should be tap-fired unless it is an absolute emergency. Because of its unlimited headshot range, it should be purchased when you know you're going to be taking longer engagements in longer parts of the map. Number 6. ADS versus hipfire. ADS, or aiming down sights, means that you can't move and you see less around you because you zoom in. It should only be done if you absolutely have to or when holding a rock-solid angle. Getting used to always hip-firing, or simply not right-clicking and aiming down sights, makes you able to move out of sticky situations more quickly and saves you time when aiming by not waiting for the zoom-in animation. Number 7. Common callouts. Learning the callouts on every map takes time just playing the game, but here are a few general ones to get you started. Heaven refers to a high point overlooking the site. Hell refers to whatever is underneath heaven. CT and T just mean spawn and enemy spawn, depending on which side you're on. These come from the game Counter-Strike and just mean terrorist and counter-terrorist. Generally, these mean the entry points to the map from each side's spawn point. Ropes refers to wherever there are ropes that can be climbed up and down. Drop refers to a point on the site where players can drop down onto the site. And lastly, before you go, here's that bonus tip I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, and it's saved me quite a few times. That same footstep circle from the very first tip that appears when you make noise running around the map is the same size as the spike explosion. If you know where the spike is planted, you can make sure that your sound circle made by your footsteps, it's out of its range, and you know you're going to be safe when it goes boom. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something useful out of this video, and remember to send it to your friend that's new to the game so that we can all improve together. See you guys in the next one.